So,
another year has come to an end.
and what a better way to celebrate the end of a year than with a good old Spotify Wrapped.
We've done well not to tell each other the facts and figures yet.
Yeah, and I said to you that I actually wanted to make it a surprise, whole thing, but I ended up looking at it on the day and just taking screenshots.
Yeah.
I've not kind of memorised, but I know generally what's been listened to. I knew anyway because...
I'm still annoyed that they bring it out in December because it's not a full year then.
I thought that as well, but I thought, what song am I going to find at the end of November that I'm going to tan that much that, deserves to be in it?
They might just level the playing field a bit, get somewhere in the top 10 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it would probably just be a Christmas song or something maybe.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like Christmas songs.
No, me neither. We ain't about that life.
So, were you surprised at anything?
No. I feel like I knew what it would be anyway.
All I'll say is you're going to love my number one.
Oh,
and
man.
you probably already know what it is, but...
to be fair, just from you saying that, I have an idea of what it could be. But
I've kind of ruined it now.
But, we'll see.
Let's just jump right in.
Yeah, well, okay.
I think the first thing they go through is the genres. I feel like it wasn't as thorough this year, the whole thing. Because I feel like the genres, they've sort of grouped them a bit more now. Because I remember last year, 3 out of my top 5 were different genres of rock.
Oh, okay.
But I think this year they've just put it all under rock.
Yeah, so it's more generalised. Yeah. That's a possibility. Okay, 50 different genres.
60.
Oh, okay, we're close. Number 5 was metalcore. Then it was number 4, EDM. Number 3, pop punk. 2, rock. And then number 1 was dubstep, I think.
Yeah. Very predictable. I don't know why my 5th and 4th are very questionable. It can only be really one artist per. So 5 was dance pop.
Okay.
That could probably be like
Kylie or like
Kylie,
that Laura's something? Murder on the Dance Floor?
Sophie Alex
Bextor, yeah.
4 Spanish pop.
What's
literally can only be that.
You listened to Despacito or something?
No, it's shit, mate. No, that Alvaro Soler.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
But again, that was probably just summer.
Yeah, that's mad that that's a...
yeah, like in my top 5.
genre, yeah.
3 EDM.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff in that, so... 2
rock.
Yeah.
And for the second year running, number 1 is soundtrack.
No way, really?
I'm a nerd, mate.
Weirdo, mate, listening to full scores.
Yeah. Don't do that in my room. I just love films, mate.
I just love it. Okay, well... I mean, after that, what's after that?
It's the morning mood thing. On the second one. On the third. Yeah. Mine's just a bit weird, to be honest.
Mine.
just screenshot them all.
Yeah,
we'll
so...
We'll have a little... So it was morning and then seize the day and then embraced the nerve.
Yeah, so on the moods...
Are you surprised at anything in your genres? Have you top 5?
No, because for some reason I only use Spotify to listen to like band music and obviously dubstep every now and then. I've got a lot of playlists on Spotify.
What else do you use for music on YouTube?
I don't even use YouTube anymore. I don't know. It's been a weird year for listening to music. I've been doing like Release Radar and stuff every now and then, and the other one where it shows you what you might like. Discover Weekly, yeah.
I need to do more of that. Like, it always does work when I try it.
If you give it like a month and then just go on it and then you'll be like, whoa. And I've been finding a lot of stuff on that. But I don't know, it's just not really been a year of like exploring music.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes you want to stay with what you know because it's
that's what it's been like. I've always got my band. I've got a place called Band Music, which is just a lot of pop punk and like all the metal music is. And then I've got one that's like dubstep, which is obviously dubstep. But then what I do every year is I make a 2022 playlist. And then I'll just put whatever songs I'm loving at the minute into that. But it's always like 8 songs maximum.
Yeah.
I'll just shuffle.
It's bad, isn't it? You can look at it in so many ways and think, I did that because of whatever mindset you're in. Like, I want to just stay with what I know, like, and just
I want to be familiarised.
Familiarised, yeah.
Like, I feel like all I've done this year really is whenever I listen to music, it's just been traveling in the car, like to go to work or something.
Yeah, so it's quite repetitive.
Yeah, and I've just been like, right, I want that one song that I'm loving at the minute. It's high energy. That's just going to get me like into the mood.
You know, you've got 10 minutes. Like,
yeah, to like get to work. That's what it's been about for me this year, I feel.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe last year I had a lot more time at home where I was like in the office on the computer doing stuff.
Time to explore.
Yeah,
shit.
well, it was actually, because I was obviously studying last year, my teaching degree.
Yeah.
And whenever I was writing stuff or researching, I'd have Spotify on then, and that was really good because I'd shuffle whole playlists then rather than doing this like 2022, like here's the 5 songs I love at the minute. It was more broad than that.
Yeah, like I've only started now, like I used to always just shuffle the on repeat all the time.
Yeah.
But now, probably because of Tom, we're trying to make big playlists, and he's made one that was like 200 hours. I made one that was 70 hours just by adding playlists into other playlists.
Come on.
Yeah, we've got one now, and it's 5,000 songs.
Jesus Christ.
We delete all the duplicates, but like we merge them into one. It's just better because there's always a surprise in there.
Okay.
So we've merged them. I think 300 hours. I think
it
is. But that's to me is like shuffling my whole iPod rather than just shuffling the same 30 songs.
See, I don't like the uncertainty of that. Like I like if I'm playing the band music playlist, then I'm only getting that.
It's everything, and it's a bit random.
Yeah, because I hate sitting there where you're like, no, not feeling it. No.
I've done that before, nearly a full drive to Manchester and listened to 2 songs.
Like it's the same as like when you go on Netflix or something, and then you're like, I'm gonna watch something new, and you're like, no. It's like
you just get bored of looking.
Yeah, it's like there's that really classic film from the 80s or 90s that I've not seen. Like, and I see The Godfather, and I'm like, never seen that, and I'm like, I'm not feeling like watching it right now. Yeah. And it's like, it's just annoying. I see it myself, and I'm almost shouting at myself, like, just go up, just watch it. Like,
I can, if I've got half an hour to watch something, I'll spend 25 minutes looking and 5 minutes just like...
I'll just put a YouTube video on.
Yeah, just watch people fall over.
So I feel like that has been how music's been feeling for me this year.
And now we'll get on to the weirdest part of the Spotify Wrapped, I think.
Yeah, I like mine though. So what's your morning?
Chill, motivation, and love.
Okay. Mine's spooky angst, sad boy.
Oh my god, what's sad boy?
I don't know. I think it's because I listen to just like
wake me up,
like pop punk and stuff. Where it's just like emos crying.
I love. I think Tom's was one of them was Mayhem. How good is that?
You woke up and chose Mayhem.
Yeah, but like ours was so different. Like, look at that. Like, it'd be so different to Mayhem.
What's your the second one?
I seize the day with light, quiet, and gentle. They're 3 of the same things.
Such a pussy.
Yeah. Says you said wit.
Mine's chill, hype, upbeat, which isn't too bad.
Chill and upbeat are very, very different.
Yeah, and hype.
Yeah.
Like, go on then, what's night time for you?
Easygoing, laid back, cheerful.
Oh my god, this is all like John Mayer and shit.
Yeah, it's just all John Mayer.
Mine's feel good, energy, love, which... I guess.
Feel good energy, love.
Yeah. Feel good energy. Oh, what am I do, right?
Yeah. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting that. Like, I wasn't surprised at any of it because I know that that's what I always listen to.
I think it's good because it gives a good... I can see those tags and I can almost envision what songs they came from. I'm like, I know which song is feel good that I probably listen to a lot.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, I think like cheerful for me is probably 975.
Yeah.
Easygoing, Stapleton.
Yeah.
Laid back, John Mayer.
Exactly. And it's good. It's a good feature that I like it. Okay.
Minutes.
Again.
What was yours last year? Can you remember?
I think mine last year was like 36,000. I think. And I thought that was a lot, and then obviously it wasn't that much because like Danny got
you compare it to Danny, and it's ridiculous.
And again this year, even worse, 28,898.
32,521.
Again, like it's pretty similar, but like.
But again, you got to look at what you've done this year.
Yeah.
You got about half an hour a day rather than 4.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just feel like I'm always using it, but evidently not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many artists?
Right. 1,619.
I got 1,352.
Ooh.
Gee, you got 300 more different artists than me.
But
though.
I think a lot of that comes from the music you like, where 3 or 4 artists are on one song.
Yeah.
That helps add it up. But yeah, again, that comes from these stupid playlists that Tom says.
Exactly, when you're finding all these new things.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped me a lot, because if I didn't listen to Release Radar or the other one, Discover Weekly, like that's what Discover Weekly is, literally that you've listened to artists that you've never heard before.
Yeah.
Whereas Release Radar is people you like, but they're new stuff. So
it's clever.
That obviously helps. What is the next one? The top song?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you want to go first, or do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Go first.
So, this is a song that I obviously played on 3 songs each.
Get it queued up on it.
Yeah. And it was great because I found it on Release Radar. I found it on that playlist. I was just sat there one day.
So what are the stats on it? Like how many listens and top percentage and whatever?
So, I'm just trying to queue up now.
It should be connected to the...
Yeah, it is. Right, I've added it to the queue.
Film a queue.
So, I played it, which I thought this was crazy. 265 times.
Wow. That's got to be most of the year then. Did you find it quite early in the year?
Yes. I think it was when I was still doing my degree, so it must have been... Well, it said, with the most listens on February 25th, 2022.
Oh, wow. Yes, it's had a good stint.
And that song has been at the top of my 2022 playlist. So every time I play it, if it's not shuffling, it'll always play that one first. Okay. But still...
Yeah, does it count as full plays through, do you think?
I think it does. I think it maybe gets to 10 seconds at the end, maybe, and then that count as a play.
More than 3/4. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm not bored of it at all. It's just, I'm obsessed with it, and I guess we'll have a little preview of it now. See if you remember it as well.
Was it the one where they did it over Zoom?
Yes, band. Essentially, yeah. It was in lockdown.
Los
it was
Angeles.
4 different...
Yeah.
And it's so the artist is the guitarist in this, and then the singer's a different person, the drummer's a different person.
Yeah.
But it's
it reminds me of Dirty Loops a bit with the rhythms and the singing.
Yeah, I think it was around the same time I found Dirty Loops as well.
It might have been the same episode.
Yes,
3 songs.
It would have been, to be fair, yeah. But I love this song because I love the drumming in it that much, and I've listened to it that much that I can pretty much do all the drumming, the bass, and I'm whenever I'm in my car and I've got it on, I'm like,
it is a
and my
really
car's veering off to the left, and I've got to
now you know what I do all the time, right?
And it's just
it's so tight as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And just the singing's amazing in it as well.
Do you think it's triggered anything?
I think he might have drummed it on a MIDI drummer, and then it's triggered samples, but it's just
because it just sounds perfect, doesn't it?
It's good.
Is that the bass pattern?
Yeah, it's
a little triplet, I think it is.
Yeah, it's like a little triplet, but with the snare, so it goes like...
Is it, that's I think what music producers would call a hook.
Yeah.
Some of it would just be
I think that's what it was when I first heard it. I heard that guitar and I was like, oh, that's nice. And it just comes in dun, 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 and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you can't turn away from that, can you?
I am in. But that was my top song.
So you weren't surprised by that then?
No, not at all. I knew it would most likely be that.
Okay. It's my top song. Played it 69 times, which compared to yours is shit. But most plays was on June 14th, so it's only had 6 months.
Okay. Well, it doesn't. You might have found it a week or two before that, but then that you were like, "What?"
Yeah, because sometimes when you hear a new song, it takes you a week or so to remember it, and then go back and just nail it. But
I mean, I think about mine. I thought, how many times must I've listened to it that day? It must have been maybe 4 or 5 at least. Throughout the entire day, when I've done different things, I've maybe got.
Yeah, you don't just sit there and just like.
Yeah. I might have got in the car and it's come on again. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for it now. But then, like later on, I might have listened to it.
Yeah. All I'll say is, thank you.
I knew it.
Top song.
Oh, mate.
I'm so happy that this. I smile every time the chords come on, but my initial reaction for this song was just. I feel like I just got put under a spell, and it was like I just got to watch everything back and just be like. I felt like a hot water ball as a person, just like.
I became a hot water ball.
Yeah.
It's mad because as soon as it started playing, I remember the episode when I showed it you, and we were sat in the garden and it was sunny, and I remember you telling me about it afterwards about how much you loved it and how it was felt nostalgic, but then I also feel like it gives you almost like a new lease of life or like a new outlook on life.
Well, for me, it was like all these sorts of songs that we grew up with, Skrillex, Pegboard Nerds, whatever. It feels like an amalgamation of all of them.
And like Stone
like
Bang
Dead Mouse, Stone Bang. And it just sort of, it's like they were all the childhood stuff, but now this is like the grown up version of it.
Yeah.
And it feels like, because I've grown up from what I was, this song has grown up from what that was. And it's like, it's honestly,
it's so well done.
What do you think about the chords? Like, why do you think that good? Is it just the way it's written? Like, they're just constantly, it's climbing all the time, isn't it? And that bass is just fucking loud.
It does
simple.
It does the I think it's like the
154.
Yeah, it does that thing, which is always like a perfect cadence type thing, which is what
perfect cadence,
which is something I always do in my own music as well. Like, just naturally, but it
just, you feel like you're flying, like.
Yeah, and like I said it the first time I showed it you, the production on it is so good.
Yeah.
Like,
I always do that every time, because what you did in the episode, you talked about the vocals and we're like, how big it is, and then you just went like that.
Yeah.
And it worked, and every time I listen to it, I do that. It's weird.
Because you listen to it and like, I just envision like, if you're looking at this stereo field like this, like that's the space, like the sound is everywhere, like it's filling up like a TV screen that's just full of static, and then the vocals just go at me, and somehow like, how did you fit them in? And how are these so, like, I can hear it all, they're not bedded by anything. Mixing's top class.
So who, obviously, so the artists are the Skybreak, E-Howls, they're all like droid names, aren't they?
So Skybreak, I know.
So who do you know who did the mixing, or they all just sort of chipped in? Do you think?
I think a lot of the credit goes to Skybreak, who made the original song with that Mazer, and then I think the singers E-Howls, I think that is it, right? And then that's another producer. So them three, and did the original amazing, but it's that Mazer who's made it drum and bass.
Okay.
That he had probably a lot to do as well. I mean, in fact, he would have done all those big synths and everything with him, and he had the hard job of mixing that with the vocals.
Did they re-record the vocals for the remix?
Not for the remix, no. He would have got stems. He probably would have got dry stems and probably fully wet, like with reverb stems. Like, I saw you smirk then when I said wet.
Yeah, fully wet.
You were like,
tried my best.
But yeah, that's meant that's your top song.
And even still, like, I think towards the end of this year, I probably didn't listen to it as much. But the fact that it still stayed top, I was quite surprised with.
Like I said, it shows. I think you heard that middle of the year, summer, and it's just obviously that tail end of summer. It's just been heavier.
Yeah, it sums my year up, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's like, with mine, it's been all year. That song's just fucking been my jam all year. Like,
but I think as well, like, I look at things very, I don't know what the word is, but if I didn't start this,
Oh yeah.
I may not have heard that song.
Yeah,
You might not have shown me.
Yeah, incredible way of looking at
but
it.
Like it's. Have you watched that Everything Everywhere All at Once film?
No, I'm going to at some point though.
I love the theory behind that is that every little decision you make makes another universe.
Yeah, makes another possibility. Makes another. Yeah,
they could all be very, very similar, but I could get up now and punch you in the face really hard. That'll make a universe where you don't talk to me for 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's
like there's little things you can do.
It seems almost like a fairy tale thing, but it's true, and that's why, like, when people say, go out and make the most of your day, like the people who succeed are the ones who do something every day, who grind every day, and it's like it's true. Like if you spend a day sitting and doing fuck all, like
it won't benefit tomorrow.
It won't. If you've got a dream, if you've got something you want to do, you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Which is obviously like with this, like you said, when we stopped for a bit, you're like, as long as I'm just doing it, like things will happen.
Yeah, try not to rely on it too much.
Yeah.
Because I think we've wanted to do this for a couple of weeks now, but I'm not going to, if I try and like force you and say, I'll come around now, the naturalness of it won't be there.
No, exactly.
Your whole point of it is for you and then other people. Mm-hmm. So if I don't put a video out every Monday, I'm not going to cry about it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I will do at some point. But it's just, if it don't feel right, then don't do it. But I found a few videos that I hadn't edited yet on my hard drive. There's one from 2019, and it was before 3 songs each was 3 songs each.
Okay.
Me and Tom did it, and it was literally, I called it Music Appreciation and Theory.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's where the idea came from. But I was going to call it that, but I was like, no, let's just have that as the intro title thing and call it something simpler. But that was still like one of the ideas back then. And I've not edited obviously, and it was just, the camera audio always makes me laugh because we're just sat in the conservatory with our headphones and you can hear the little bit of music. Yeah. Going, it's really nice. He's shouting like that. It's like, oh God. And there's that first 3 songs each we actually did that I still never edited because we were pissed.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So, and there's Tom and I was like leaning back and my eyes were just shut. And I'm pretty sure I leant forward and went, it's just music, innit?
Hot take.
Yeah. It'll come out at some point,
It's music, innit?
Yeah. Right.
Oh God. Well, what was the one after this thing? 'Cause I think I might have missed it. The top artist is way. Unless you're going to go to that one next.
How many songs you played?
Yes. I screenshot that one over.
I'm interested to see this. So the artists, we had 300 artists as a differential.
Okay, I didn't get that one.
It was on the 6th slide.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I played 1,783 songs.
I played 2,900, mate. 2,977.
Jesus Christ. Number 5. What's number 5 for you?
See, you probably won't know any of these. Autumn Rains by the Marcus King Band. I'll play The Reason Why I Like It. It's Marcus King. I got into because of Danny.
Okay. Is he like an old...
No, he's that one. He's about our age, but he sounds like he's from the 50s or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But the best
Very
bit...
vibey.
Yeah, it's vibey as. But the solo just... It fades out at the end. But it's that guitar tone that it just does me.
I love how it's mixed.
But these are who supported Greta Van Fleet.
Oh.
But it's very like gospel-y southern rock. Like
you can hear it in the keys. Is it an organ? Is it keys? Yeah.
Organ, yeah. But he's a guy who looks about our age. Well, I think he's our age. But he's going to be like one of the biggest. He's going to bring blues back. That's what me and Danny think. He's making it cool again.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that was 5th.
That was good. My number 1.
Number 1.
Number 5.
Number 5 on mate.
Was A Day to Remember, All I Want.
I don't think I know the name of that. Sing it to me, mate. All I want for Christmas.
Which is, I mean, it was in here because I put it in the playlist because I got into. Why did I get into it? A Day to Remember again.
Must be
I
Harvey.
got into it halfway through the year. Well, I know originally, yeah, because Harvey liked him, but at some point this year, I was like, yeah, like I was like,
just
yeah, I was like, yeah, I love them, and then I was like, I just chucked a load of their songs in to my 2022 playlist and just kept rinsing them. There it is.
I always, like, you'll know as well, being a sound engineer brain, you respect a good snare.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard to record it right.
Yeah. It's a real snare though.
It's low in the mix, but you feel it.
Yeah. But it was just the chorus, I think, for me that I just kept resonating with me.
Nice chorus. Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah.
Is this one of the like OG ones?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just always like,
It's a proper chorus song, isn't it? Like, I like that.
Yeah, so that's me number 5.
4 again. Probably won't be Beale Street, but this dude.
Luke Combs.
Yeah. Again, I think this is more summer, beginning of the year, hope. And now I have none.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Yeah. I just love the things he sings about sometimes. It's just simple things, man.
I like that.
Beer never broke my heart and refrigerator door.
Refrigerator door.
There's a country song I heard the other day, and it was basically the fact that it's like, rain is good because rain makes the crops grow, and the crops make beer. And I was like, I hate it, but it's so right.
That's well good. This is my number 4. Oh my god, how many songs are called this?
What's it called?
So it's called Oil and Water, and it's by Origami Button. It makes
Sounds
sense.
like a fucking recipe.
But again, I think this was a release radar thing, and I found it. I was like, "Whoa, that's well cool!" And I must have rinsed it, but I got rid of it from my repeat playlist. But it obviously shows how much I listen to it, being number 4.
Okay.
I definitely put it on a podcast.
Show me the cover. I like it.
Kicks in.
Oh. Reminds me a bit of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Remember them?
No.
It's that Australian band that had 2 drummers and they just do weird shit. They did like 3 albums in a year. Like they just shit out.
Christ, no, I don't know about them. Show me on a.
Yeah, I'll show you separately.
I think I heard this and it reminded me of like
Tight. Dirty Loops again.
Early 2000s, like not pop punk, but like.
Yeah, the vocal mix is very within the rest of it. It's not main.
And it was just, I know that little offshoot vibe where they were getting a bit more experimental, but they were very much like pop punk bands.
Yeah.
And it was, it vibed with it, like the drumming. Like I feel like the drums are the main part of the song. I love it.
I like the little guitar riffs in the background.
Yeah, obviously the guitar is mint, and you just get so many good syncopated hits. Is it now? No.
It's quite a chill mix as well. Like it's not.
It's not heavy.
You can background it, can't you?
Yeah.
That was 4 then.
Yeah, that was my number 4.
3.
3
Bird, yeah. Number 3.
Oh, wow. Is it Jonathan Major?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that one that's like underwater, but I just love the sound of it.
Never seen the sun before.
Just keep on for a second.
I'm walking through the wilderness, been living off the loneliness. So wild blue, deeper than I ever knew.
I feel like there's like tape hiss in the mix. I think it's
the
just
cymbal,
the
isn't it?
cymbals,
Yeah.
but they're just so warm and
Lo-fi,
fuzzy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That tone just hits me.
And then ad-lib, like background ooze, oh my god. That's a proper like bed.
It's very 80s, I think, as well, like the style of it.
Yeah.
All the tears I meant to cry dance across the evening sky.
Yeah, it's ace. What a great one. I think.
But again, because that album came out this year, that's probably why I nailed it, because it was new and it was like the first album that he'd brought out since I got into him. Oh, yeah.
Is that how long it's been?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I found him in 2017, just after that. Just after one of the albums came out, and then it's been
that long
4 years since.
Wow.
They brought New Light out in 2018, and that's on that
and
album.
that's like, yeah.
It's like 4 years, 3 years before the album.
I think I need to like take more time to listen to him. Like the other day, it was a bit ago, a few weeks ago. I put that album on because Jake's got it on vinyl. I put it on the vinyl player and just let it play. Yeah, like in the room, and like it was just so good to just have on.
You need the time for it. You can't like if you need to focus on it, sort of thing. It's not like
you need to listen to it. You can't just
people want to switch off straight away, then it's not right to put it on. But like you say, if you're focusing on it, fine.
It's
It's got layers.
My number 3 is this, and as soon as it plays, I'm gonna know what it is, but I can't remember what it is by the name. But I know I tanned it, like I know the cover and I know the name and everything. But let's see what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so you played this.
Yeah.
I remember.
This is the
2-minute instrumental or something.
This is the one that's like 5 minutes of just pure, just
mad rhythms, isn't it?
Yeah, where the drumming changes and everything.
Yeah, because I thought it was over like twice.
Yeah.
It was like
I mean, let's try and follow the drumming now.
Is it even 4/4?
I don't think so, no. I think it is, yeah. It's just very fast and he's swinging the rhythm on the drum.
And then sometimes instead of doing kick bass, he'll do kick snare, he'll do snare kick.
Yeah. I want to see a video of the drummer playing this, because like, how?
Again, it could be sampled.
Like triggers, yeah.
That drum roll they did then, that was
very
pretty calculated.
Yeah.
Like.
But I think I always used to put that on because I thought there's no lyrics, it's just a vibe to listen to, and I just always throw it on, and it's a nice 5 minutes of like.
Yeah, just
that was always like a shower
shit
song.
Sorted, yeah.
Yeah, like I'd always have that on whilst doing something.
Yeah, like I always put a song on to go for a piss. Like I can't not. I'm sure I've got ADHD.
I think I'm scared of silence.
Yeah. All around me. That'll be our first album title. Scared of silence. It's just white noise.
And me screaming from like 2 rooms away.
Oh, do you remember that in Logic? The screams that they had in Logic.
Oh yeah.
But the one that went from left to right. I remember when Tom came to uni and he made a song out of samples, and I'm pretty sure I rendered it, but I can't find it anywhere. It's the worst thing ever. It's like screams, horses, explosions, The African voices, everything.
Yeah. Right, Logic samples are just
top notch. My number 2 just carries on from last year, and it'll probably be in my top 10 of all time. It just...
Is it Last Train Home or something? Yeah. I think this is my favourite off his new album.
Yeah, this is the chart. Like, you know how you listen to more, you're like, that's the hit.
Yeah.
The acoustic version's mint now as well. I listen to that a lot.
Oh yeah, I'll have to give that a try. It's not even like... I love the instrumentation. I love the... You know, everything he's using it. I find the chords, the bow, I find that a bit cringe, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But it's later in the song that I like, where he's doing bits like this.
Yeah, like
just singing like this. It's not like the chorus I'm not actually asked about with this song.
No, the chorus is so similar to the verse when you think about it.
But that's what I love. What is that? I thought it said railed version. Like, Jesus. Like, this is the love song.
He brought this out a few months after it.
Oh.
Just give it the opening 30 seconds or something.
It's got even more 80s.
I'll tell you about the guy who does the bongos in it, played for Brian as well.
No?
Brian Culbertson. Same dude who played the bongos.
I'm gonna love this, I already know it.
I don't know what the lyrics mean, but I feel like they mean something to me.
Yeah, you just relate to him so easy.
Yeah. But I think when you're at any turning point in your life and whatever song hits you at that moment, it'll stay with you.
Definitely. I mean, look at Go West for us. That's what love could do.
Yeah,
that was a big one for me last year.
That's 6th this year for me. Just missed out on a top 5 spot.
Jesus.
We'll do the top 10 after as well, see if we know any of them.
Yeah. Oh, I like this, that it's proper slowed down.
If you wanna roll me,
Oh, he's singing it different as well.
roll me all night long. And if you wanna use me,
This sounds like a Go West song. This sounds like one off the first album. Oh my god, that's so cool. Do the drums pick up later? Oh, that's what I need.
I'm not a fallen angel.
I think so. No, let's do it a while.
Just fell behind. I'm out and looking up.
This is literally like... What one is it?
Goodbye Girl, innit?
You don't wanna love me.
Goodbye Girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it picks up for a bit.
Yeah, and then there's that second part where the proper drums come in. That's mint. Turn it off.
You slowly get more. Fuck.
I'm done with it now.
Yeah. I'm not gay.
So that was your second one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, mine's...
Yours is shit, mate.
Again...
Don't play it.
Don't want to hear it, mate.
It's all about me. It's my podcast.
Again, quite surprised that I got 2 songs from one artist in my top 5. This was number 2.
So are your 2 and 3 the same artist?
2 and 5.
Alright. That was a day to remember. Yeah, you played this for me, I think.
I thought this is my favourite Day to Remember song, because this is about the drumming again. Like, it's just amazing.
Oh, a chuggy guitar, man.
Like, what a great way to start a song. Like,
such a faultless sort of system, isn't
formula.
It? Yeah, formula. And when the drums slightly change, so your head can bob with it.
That's literally it.
And then it'll go
so
half
well.
time for a bit. Yeah.
And then you've got crank it up a bit. Snare kick, snare. I love it. And the way he sings these lyrics in the chorus, I just belt it in the car.
Yeah. It comes back to when you have the mix of the heavy music, like Into the Light, heavy music, live vocals. Similar to that, he's singing that like Go West would sing their songs.
Yes.
But behind him is this
like a proper.
It's such a good
the
mix.
whole band's going for it. Yeah.
It's probably like for people like us who like the heavier stuff but hate screamo.
Yeah.
Because
I can vibe with screamo.
I can vibe, yeah.
But that's the best mix for me because obviously Day to Remember, they do some screamo stuff as well. The singer does, but it's those songs which I love by them because they're like the perfect mix of pop punk, like Blink-182, and then like proper heavy like Slipknot. That's like the middle ground where it's like I'm in like great energy. Like
it's
I'm ready to seize the day. Like
it's accessible, isn't it? It's like. That's why a lot of people like it, because you like it for different reasons. People like it for the music, people like it for the vocals, but you like it for both. Like,
yeah.
That's mint.
Like I wish I could just drum, because I would just drum the fuck out of that song.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to teach you Misery Business.
Oh, yes.
That's one of the best songs you can play.
Yeah.
So we've done how many artists, haven't we? Now we need to do top 5 artists.
Yeah.
And then that's it, I think.
Top 5 artists.
And then his podcast, and then listening style.
Yes. That was awful.
Jumper last week. That would have been. Yeah. I need to clip that out. I'm going to clip that out later. It's such a weird. That's not happened.
It was in the song, and we were like,
it must have been in the same key or something. Fuck's sake.
Oh god. Right, okay, go on. Your number 5 top artist.
5 was Hans Zimmer. So
Decent.
he was 3rd or 2nd, I think, last year. So he stayed in the top 5,
Okay.
which I'm happy with. Your 5?
My top 5 was the all reliable Good Boys, Go West.
So they were 5th.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I mustn't have listened to that many new artists for them to
exactly.
just be in the top 5. But
4, Marcus King.
oh yeah, that came from before.
Yep.
I love this one. This is my favourite bit. Number 4 was Anri, which was
Japanese
1,
woman. 2, 3.
Yeah. Doom, 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 doom.
Have you listened to a lot of that song?
I must have. I think I listened to a Timely album, that one.
Yeah.
Like quite a bit, and a few of other songs. So it must have just added up.
Nice. 3, Luke Combs.
Oh yeah. My number 3, Skybreak. Guided
Yes.
into the Light, and then obviously there was a load of other his dubstep songs that I have
Similar.
on a playlist that similar type of thing that are just mint.
Yeah, mint, mate.
I'm happy with him being there.
My top 2 are the same 2 from last year, but they've swapped positions.
Oh, okay.
So number 2 is John Mayer.
Okay. Who's number 1? Might as well do them both.
Nicholas Britell, the composer.
Okay.
Did Succession and all that shit.
Oh my god.
So he's top. I don't know why. I was surprised at that, to be honest.
That's
it's annoying.
mental.
I feel like there's some glitches in Spotify sometimes, because there was one song that was on my on repeat for ages, but I'd listened to it for a bit and then just fucked it off because it was annoying me because it was always there.
Yeah.
It was one of the songs from Don't Look Up, I think. The film.
Okay.
And he did that. But like on the Spotify Wrapped, it says, this is one song you couldn't get enough of. I'm like, fuck off. I barely listened to it. Yeah. What's that Tesco girl? She's like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, aisle 22. But yeah, that's probably why he's up there, but whatever.
Still mental that you have a composer as your number 1 artist.
Mate, I'm into music, innit?
Me,
I'm a
lad.
spiff me.
So my number 2 was I Built the Sky, the guy who did that Inside the Fire. And number 1 artist was A Day to Remember, because I obviously tanned them so much. But I only listened to like 3 of the songs on repeat, so it is what it is. But I'm happy with that.
And then it's podcasts.
Yes. So
I'm just interested to see
minutes listening to podcasts. I had. You're probably going to trump me on this one, Lord. 2014.
10,400.
5 times as much.
We
You just got the time for it, haven't you? I did.
I can listen to them at work, so.
This year was definitely like when I started doing podcasts on Spotify, especially because a lot of people migrated over. and that's
it's becoming more like the one place for it now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean Joe Rogan's good because he has the video on his.
Yeah.
But I don't think Two Bears has the video on theirs.
No, it doesn't.
So it's annoying because I always like to watch them.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
do YouTube for that. And,
for safety.
Yeah.
For safety.
Fucking good clip that.
Okay, so your top ones.
5, bit controversial maybe. Happy Place by Fern Cotton. I find her very interesting. You know, the DJ from years ago, from Top of the Pops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
She gets a lot of people on. A lot of interesting people.
Well, because mine's so new, I don't have a number 5.
Your number 5 is...
Yep, so, I mean, good to know your number
4. Off Menu with Ed Campbell and James Acaster.
Oh yeah, maybe tell me about that one.
Very good podcast.
My number 4 is the Middle Owl podcast, which is one of my mates on my uni course does a podcast with his mates, and I think 2 of them work at Aldi or Lidl.
Oh, the Middle Aisle thing. Yeah, I remember you talking about that a while ago.
And it's their podcast where like every episode they all get something random from the Middle Aisle that week, and then they talk about it, and then they just have a load of banter. But it's mad because obviously I know one of the guys on my course, but then he's best mates with a guy which I know from like doing car stuff for like years.
Yeah.
And then we only realised when I listened to it.
Like a mutual friend.
Yeah, I was like listening to podcasts and I was like, Tom. I was like, I know his voice as well. I was like, is that Tom? And I spoke to him last. Josh. I saw him saw him that week. I was like, is your mate Tom? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I know him.
Yeah.
But it was.
I like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's what I think. The podcast that I wanted to try and do face to face. And the reason I wanted to do it is because of Joe Rogan. It's like, sit down, let's see what we end up talking about.
Yeah.
It's different for us because A, we've not had the life experiences that most of the people he meets has. B, we don't do that anyway, really.
Yeah.
And the thing that it has been missing, or the thing that it needs, is some sort of stimulus like the Middle Aisle thing.
Yeah,
something to talk about.
It's like bringing something new.
I feel like we can get that. Like I've got Would You Rathers I can think of. We need, but I feel like it has to have that one USP, unique selling point. We'll get there. Like you don't get it without trying. I don't regret anything. Like we've got a lot of good podcasts, but for it to be, I think it has to be something new. Yeah. Like named, style, everything.
Yeah, you've got to have something interesting to bring people in, and then eventually get to the point where people are just there to watch you. Yeah. So our personalities.
Well, I think something we could touch on is that what not a lot of people have these days is history. Like we've got up to 15 years nearly of. Like, so we could have a memory lane bit where one of us brings a funny
story time.
Like the bit that'll always make me laugh. Do you remember we were at the pub a while ago in Fleetwood and we were talking about when Matty Bear fell off his bike?
It's so weird. I knew you were gonna bring.
Yeah, I know you because he started laughing
when he did
the wheelie and his fucking bike wheel fell off.
Front wheel just came up in front of.
But like stuff like that, when you like Barrett's your turn this week to come up with a funny story or something from the past, like just I don't know. It'll come to us, but. I'm not going to force it.
No, exactly. Okay, number 3 for you.
Films to be buried with Brett Goldstein. Do you know who Brett Goldstein is?
No.
He's the guy from Ted Lasso. And he's also going to play Hercules. Have you seen the new Thor?
Oh, yeah.
Post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Neither is him.
Oh, right.
But he's an actor and he's won Emmys for Ted Lasso and he just tans films basically, and he gets people on, celebrities, actors, directors, and the whole point of it is he'll just ask loads of mint questions. It's like, so what film makes you happy? What film makes you sad? What film did you watch? What's your favourite film when you were 9?
Yeah.
Like,
that sounds interesting.
Loads of questions about film.
Asking people in the industry about like film. Yeah.
Or even comedians, anyone that's in the public eye.
Yeah. I like that because, I've never really... it'd be nice to know what Tom Hanks' favourite film actually is.
Yeah, well, there was one, I think he asked someone, what film did you find sexy but you were afraid to tell people? And some guy said Matilda, and they were like, that's just fucked up, right? But like,
Danny DeVito.
Well, I reckon there's probably about 50 different questions in one episode about film, which is quite cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
My number 3 was the Always Sunny podcast.
Cool.
So the guys they do.
I guess
It's
I'll
always
have
funny.
to just listen to that once I've watched it.
Yeah, that was good because they have the video feed for their Spotify as well. So
Oh, good.
like I could watch that, and it was they do.
What did they talk about? Is it the series?
So they started it, and what they've done is every episode they talk about from the beginning of the show, like episode 1 of
they
the
just talk
podcast
about
is them
behind the
talking
scenes
about
stuff.
of that first episode, and then
Right.
episode 2 is about episode 2, and I think
That's good.
I think they're up to like season 3 now. Obviously, it's like 13 seasons.
That's the only way to do it. Like, I would have been annoyed if they had that 13 seasons, but they didn't formula it well enough to sort of. They have to honor it.
But
You can honor it.
but it's really good because they've built like as soon as they started season 2 of the podcast, they'd built all like memes already. Like there was this thing they do in season 1 where they talk about something and they go off on a tangent, and then they go, okay, cut that.
Yeah,
We'll cut that bit. We'll cut it.
Yeah, like merch stuff. Yeah,
and they literally they merchandise it like second season. They were there wearing a t-shirt that says cut that. And like
how long were the episodes?
like 20 minutes if that.
Oh, okay.
So they're really good to just like fly through.
through.
And they're just dead. They're all funny guys anyway.
Yeah.
So outside of it, it's
Cool.
good.
Good stuff.
Number 2.
I don't know why I'm looking because I know. I just want to check. Dirty Air, F1.
Okay.
Alfie Brown and Josh Weller, they're both English comedians, and they talk about F1 basically for the race. So after the race has happened, they'll review it, but they just do it in a comedic way. For each team, they have like a little jingle. So when they go Haas, it's like, what's that song? Something. Fuck off. I fucking hate my brain. What you gonna do with all that Haas? All that Haas.
Right.
And then he does that. And they always try and sing the race result for like, say if it was Hamilton first and Verstappen like, but they'll pick a random song like fucking Frozen or something. It's so dumb. But like, it's all meant to be just funny.
Yeah.
But they said they'll talk about the drivers, and the best thing I've heard them say was they said Verstappen seems like the kind of kid who burned ants with a magnifying glass. But like, they always just go, this driver seems like the sort of person that would do this, and it's just stupid.
Is that the one that you sent a message into? Or
Yeah, and they read it
called
out,
into?
yeah.
And it's like
They said race predictions, and I wrote in, Instagrammed in and said Josh Verstappen's going to block the toilet in the Red Bull garage, and they read it out saying it's his favourite one. It's brilliant.
so funny that.
Well, they do that day in the life as well. At the end of each episode, they do a day in the life of whoever. They've done like Verstappen's dad, and then Verstappen's dad banned them, reported them to Twitter.
Really?
Because it was that funny. They did one for Lando Norris, and it was like just about him wanking into the sink or something. Christian Horner, they did one for Lewis Hamilton's dog as well. But like basically they write it, it's like a 5-minute monologue.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, thanks, Lando, for writing in there. We really appreciate it, mate. Well, cheers. Stupid.
That's ace.
Yeah.
My number 2, 2 Bears, 1 Cave.
Yeah, two.
So
Nice one. I don't really listen to it much on Spotify. I just wait for the YouTube. But
Yeah.
I'm that far behind on it now.
I think I just went through a phase of just like listening to the latest one, and then I'd always try and catch up to like the newest one.
I think, well, my number 1 probably would be Have a Word, but I don't listen to it on Spotify. The Scouse one. I always watch it on YouTube. And it's so funny. We were talking the other day about when you get footy dick, when you're playing footy and your dick goes like that. And he's like, yeah, it's like 2 balls in a fucking spot. And he was like, your balls go in like airplane wheels when you...
Jesus Christ. What's your number 1 on Spotify then?
Have a guess.
Is it 2 Bears? No. Is it? It's not this podcast, is it? It's not.
No. It was last year. It was in the top 5. Leave me alone.
I don't know. Go on.
Bill Burr.
Ah, okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Mine's number 1 is Joe Rogan.
Nice.
So.
How many minutes you spent listening to it? Did it
Uh,
tell you?
No, it didn't tell me. I don't think.
So you spent 2,000 minutes listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
I spent 4,200 listening to Bill Burr.
Jesus Christ.
I don't miss them. There's 2 a week. I'd never miss one.
Oh wow, that's it's good.
It's fine. I don't listen to it like just sat down. I put it on like all the time.
Yeah.
But he'll do it just talking about random shit, but he'll always be watching a football game like NFL. So it'll be like, oh, I fucking hate politics. He's like, oh, touchdown! It's so stupid. It's like, that was not a fucking foul. Like, it's therapy almost. Like, it's just...
Yeah, just he's so good at the way he does it. Like, when we showed me the adverts, the way
he'll zip.
Yeah.
He does a demon one now. He goes, zip.
He's just mental.
Yeah.
What was your end bit then? What was it called? Your personality?
Yeah,
something?
adventurer.
Mine's the nomad.
Nomad.
Which I'm not actually 100% sure what
it tells
means.
You when you let it play a little bit.
Bruh.
Mine says, you're a seeker of sound. You venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher artists, deeper cuts, newer tracks, especially gems yet to be found.
Okay. Fuck off. Yeah, okay. My listening personality is...
No.
No. Yep, the nomad. And then... You're a sonic explorer who listens far and wide, but once you find a song or artist you love, they're with you always, kind of like a musical souvenir. That is very true, because like I said, I find someone, I'm like, in the Mint playlist, and I'm like, just rinse and repeat.
It is, but like I bet there was like 4 personalities that they gave out to everyone. Like that's...
Yeah.
It does my head in when people like, whatever... social media thing, like I really love food and I love seeing my family. Who the fuck doesn't like food?
Yeah,
you have to have food to live.
Yeah,
I love fresh air and
like if anything that says
buildings.
that you have no actual hobbies.
Yeah,
you love a basic human necessity.
I like food and drink.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
I bet you do, you fat ape. That's got really
yeah.
You pig. Well, it's
until next year when we do the next podcast.
See ya.
Yeah, well, I remember when we started Face to Face, the first episode came out within a week of the first 2 Bears episode.
Oh.
And I was like, I'll try and keep up with them. They're on 170 and this is 29.
Nice.
Boys, quality
we've
over
done loads of others,
mate.
haven't we? We've done, how many 3 songs each have we done? 49. So, I mean, and you've got over like 200 videos on the channel anyway, almost. Or something.
Coming up to 200 now.
Yeah. So it's all good. All good in the hood. But yeah, it's been
fun.
It's been
hopefully next year I'm going to actively try and not listen to John Mayer as much.
I think I'd like to diversify mine as well.
Yeah.
Get away from just dubstep and metal.
I bet mine will be dubstep and metal next year, and yours will be John Mayer because I'll get you into.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and I like that Anri was there. That was my big surprise.
Yeah.
So I want to try and get more like weird Japanese stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely.
Good shit.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.